Hey there, what's happening, guys? Thanks for tuning back into the channel tonight. We're here with the Rust Belt Mechanic, and finally, we're going to be getting to what has been in the background of all the last couple of videos. I've had a whole bunch of people asking, how could you be doing those videos with a Hellcat Durango sitting in the background and not do anything about it? Well, we're finally going to be getting to that one. Here tonight, we're going to be doing some brake work on the old girl. Stay tuned. So yes, this is none other than a brand new 2021 Dodge Durango Hellcat. That's right, 707 horsepower of 6.2 liter supercharged goodness, all-wheel drive. And I'm sorry, we're not going to be doing any work on the motor or anything performance-wise, but we're going to be paying attention to some of the brake calipers. So originally, this owner said, I don't like the caliper setup that we have going on with this unit. I like the calipers, the braking's great, but I just don't like the red color. Well, you like what you like, and the guy has money to spend, so we've got them removed here, and we sent them off to the powder coaters. Now, I wanted to be able to bring this to you guys today just to show the difference in color from what it was before, which is going to be right here, to what it's going to be now. This guy decided to go with an all off the wall color. Down in the comments below, let's hear what you guys think you would make the color, or what you think is going to be the color of the new calipers on this Durango. But anyways, we got everything all ripped off, and we got some of the brake lines all capped off. And yeah, I didn't have exactly the right tool for the job in this one, but I ended up getting it kind of capped off in my own little way. Now let's turn you around here. Now you guys can see that I didn't have anything to put onto the old banjo fittings here to be able to cap those off, unfortunately. And I didn't have the little clamp tools to be able to plug off the line. So what did I do? I took all of the lines off of the brake hoses, took some fingers off of gloves, and some zip ties and or little cable ties here to zip it closed, and holding our brake fluid at bay so we don't have big old brake fluid messes everywhere. That's how we kept it into the system. So anyways, took everything apart, took the calipers off, and sent those down to the powder coaters. And we just got them back today, and I wanted to go through exactly how we're going to put them back together to be able to get everything back onto the car. And the color is, oh man, like a neon yellow / green. This is a crazy off-the-wall color. You know, it kind of reminds me slightly of the Trackhawk, but just a little bit more highlighter to him. I already had my buddies over at ZJ Detailing, which is right here in Pick, Ohio. If you guys are in the business looking for some high-end detailing, they do a great job. They have already ceramic coated the calipers, so everything is all nice and ceramic coated up. As a matter of fact, they're going to be ceramic coating the whole vehicle, and they already ceramic coated the tire, the wheels, and not the dog. Hi, Savage. How's it going, buddy? He's like, come on, guys. I just want to play with the stick. Anyways, back to the colors here. We got the black lettering in SRT onto these. Looks fantastic. All ceramic coated up. Now we've got to do a little bit of reassembly. So in each of these calipers, it's got two main components. I should say three main components. You have an inner seal, you have an outer dust boot, and you have the actual pistons. These are our pistons. Now, these are not like solid steel or anything like that. These are like a graphite alloy to them, so they can hold extra heat and not be burning up or anything crazy like that. So this is what's going to go into the cylinders. Our O-rings right here that are flat are going to sit into grooves that are actually inside our little piston cylinder openings. And then our dust boots are going to sit on the outside so you don't have any debris getting into the inner seal portions, kind of messing those up, or putting any kind of scoring on our piston walls. So let's get these kind of started to situate here. I've got smaller rings for our rear calipers, which are dual piston on each side, so you got 4 pistons on each caliper. And then the big bad Johnnies in front have a 6 piston setup for all that braking power. So we're going to start getting these put into the calipers. Check this one. Now the first part of reassembly is actually going to be pretty easy. What we have to do is we've got these little piston seals that go onto the inside rings inside of the calipers right here. We're going to start with the rear ones here. You can see I've already got the backside ones kind of already inserted. You can see them back down into these grooves. You want to make sure those are nice, sealed, and evenly seated all the way around. Now before we put pistons or anything like that in, we're also going to be lubing these up with a little bit of brake fluid, because this didn't come up with any kind of other lubricant or anything inside of these reseal kits, which I thought normally they do, but evidently this one didn't. So we're going to put a little bit of brake fluid in there just to lube that one up. And we already inspected our pistons here. The pistons are not damaged. You want to make sure you have no chips or anything like that, because that's definitely going to cause these to not seal correctly. So look over those really good before you put those in. You get some lube on those, and then afterwards we've got these new seals. You can see the little lip right here around the piston. That is where our dust boot is going to kind of sit into. And then the dust boot itself, this outer ring here has a ring of steel kind of built into it right there, and it's going to fit down into and over top of each 4 of these little collars that are built into the calipers right there. You can also see on the very edge of these that they have a couple of little notched in little portions. That's what's going to be actually pushing against where this is going to seat and hold them into place. Again, a little bit of brake fluid on these just to seal them in, and then we'll sit right here on the edge right inside of this groove of the piston. Like I said, getting some good amounts of little brake fluid in around on the piston, in on the seal, and now we're going to install the seal first over the piston ring. Kind of stretch it around, don't want to roll it out of place. Give it a good spin to make sure it is seated correctly all the way around in on that ring. So we're good to go there on that point. I've already installed a couple of them. You can kind of see how they're supposed to seat along inside of here. And we're just going to kind of fit them down in here. I also did rub a little brake fluid down on the inner seal inside of there. Now we're just going to give it a little bit of a squeeze, kind of twisting a little bit as we go, and it just kind of pops in down past that seal. After that, give it a good squeeze around that steel sealing ring all the way around the outside edge so it seals along in that lip right there. Afterwards, that's what she's going to look like, all nice, sealed into place. Well, boys and girls, here it is. What do you guys think? The neon green yellow calipers. I think it's cool. It's different. I've not seen anything like it before, and it works. Got these all put on there. Bleeding procedure is pretty easy on these. We ended up just pressure bleeding it. I know I've done videos before with using a pressure bleeder. Use a pressure bleeder. Start on the furthest from the master cylinder, which would be the right rear, right front, left front. Opening both of the bleeders on each of the calipers while somebody inside the car kind of pumps the brake pedal at the same time, just up and down while you open each of those bleeders. I had it bled out in about 10-15 minutes, which was pretty nice and easy, I thought. So I think it looks pretty darn good. Something extra unique for one of these high-end Durangos. I think I like it. You guys let me know down in the comments what you think about it. Well guys, that was just a super quick, easy video showing you guys exactly how to assemble, disassemble all of these Brembo brake calipers that you're going to see on the SRTs and Hellcats. Not too hard of a job to do. Just make sure you take your time in doing it and it'll turn out all right. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. I appreciate it. And as always, you guys stay awesome.